certainly not the season they wanted. We talked about it. Really, their tournament hopes hang in the balance. If they go 3-0 the rest of the way, there's only a 70% chance they get in. If they go 2-1, it drops all the way down to 5. Miami will win the tip. They're moving here left to right. They are the #1 ranked offense in the MAC. They average right around 92 points a game. Point goes to Ian Elmer to start this one. Suter, Woelfel, and Byers. Byers tied for the team lead at 15 points a game. And here's Woelfel. Euro step finds his way in, and Miami's off and running to start 4-0. Suter down to 12 on the shot clock, drops it off left side. Skaljack with it, pulls up over Ellison. He'll hit 3 straight buckets for Miami to start this game, and it's 6-0 RedHawks. 0 for 10 now for EMU to start this game.
Yeah, not the way they would want to, but if you notice, once they start getting offensive rebounds, then you have a chance.
Ball pops out, and the rebound into the hands now of Atlason, and Miami trying to push. They had the numbers, now they feed down low, a pump fake underneath, and that one goes up and in by Trey Perry. And Miami brings it down the floor. Another miss here for the Eagles to start this game. Byers pulls up, hits, that was right over Patterson, and 12-0 to start this game. Pulled away and eventually made the championship game.
Yeah, an exciting finish. Not if you're a Miami fan, but just a great game, and that's sticking in their crow.
There's Suter rising up, launching a 3, doesn't go. There are 2 Eagles right there. They didn't go for the rebound. Instead, Justin Kirby skies in, gets the offensive board and the putback.
You got to make sure you box out, even on the perimeter.
There's Patterson again. Wow, got around 2. No-look pass goes to Chanou, and he goes up for the 2-handed jam. But let's go back and take a look at the last couple of buckets. This was the miss by Suter, but watch the rebound. Kirby just came in right between Hab and Patterson, got it. Then on the other side, the extra pass to Chanou. Mansell reaches in, steals that one away. Up to Green now. Green thought about driving baseline, instead kicks it out to Mansell, looking for a 3 left side, and he hits it. Big bucket by Mac Mansell. And Eastern Michigan turns it over, though, on the inbound, which is just not what you can do when you're trying to mount that little bit of a comeback, especially after the timeout. Now the RedHawks will take back over. Suter scored that last bucket for Miami down here on Eastern side. Now they're going to look for another 3. That's Byers. Pump fake, drives in, goes right at Mansell. A little bit of a bump, no call, but still able to finish at the rim. Now the RedHawks trying to push it back down the floor. This is Skaljack, pump fake, gets Green in the air, and then the putback is good by Suter, who was trailing the play. Now 6 straight points for Miami. Trying to drive in here, down to 15 on the shot clock, nearly knocked away. Suter kicks it over to the left side, that goes to Elmer. High arcing 3 goes through. Last field goal was the 3-pointer by Mansell. Godslove puts it up off the window and gets it to go. So 23-12. Already with 10 points off the miscues. Now they feed it over to the left side. That's Elmer looking for a wide open 3, and you leave him open, he's going to hit that 9 times out of 10.
Yes, yeah, a good roll for Eastern Michigan.
There's Lawson. Feeds it inside to Hab. Hab goes in strong and slams it home with a 2-handed jam.
That's it. That's how Mo has to play that, because he put it up with his left in the wrong spot.
Nice ball movement here. They work around to Byers, looking for his first 3, and there it is. Missed his first 4, and he fills it up from the left side. Inbound pass comes to Hab here on the baseline. He's got Woelfel with him. Just over 5 minutes to play here in Ypsilanti's first half at the George Gervin Game Above Center. Gregory Lawson got the start against Central Michigan back on January 27th. Started every game since, double figures in 6 of his last 8 games, but struggled in his last outing. Did not score against Toledo. Hab, top of the key, down to 18 on the shot clock. Lawson looking for a 3, and he finds it right in front of the Miami bench. Eastern makes it 31-19.
If you're Lawson, stay aggressive.
Lawson feeds it over to Patterson. He goes all the way in. Get a foul here on Miami.
One of the keys was to put your heels on the line. You can't have your toes like that. When you can't have your toes under the line, because Miami doesn't hesitate to shoot the 3. And because you need to get shots up. You can't win without scoring.
Atlason goes baseline, and he hammers it home. A 7-0 run right now for Miami. Flips it back left side. That goes over to Skaljack. Atlason launching another 3. Fills it up from deep. Selfish play of a team that's 27-0, realizing sometimes you're most effective with the sum of all your parts.
Yes, absolutely. They share the ball, and everybody's a threat. So, before the game, he was talking about, hey, before the game, we take this very serious, but the guys are such a loose, chill bunch that they were in the locker room laughing. I'm not making anything. It just has to be next one. Next shot is your best shot.
Pass comes into Green, and he puts it up off the window and in. But then they gave up a 9-0 run on the opposite side. And, of course, that's early in the game. You're talking later stages. This nice pass goes in to Peter Suter. He lays that one up in it.
Excuse me, during comebacks, you got to dominate the timeouts. And when I say dominate the timeouts, and that nice and one there, but when I say dominate the timeouts.
And as Travis Steele said, hang that banner down there in Oxford.
Yeah, and something has to fuel you, and that game is fueling them this season.
But right now, your season's on the brink. Harry trying to fight his way in.
But Kozlov, he's going to always compete.
He's another guy that has elevated his game this year from last year. Nice knockaway again by Suter. 2-on-1. Suter, though, takes it all the way. Lawson.
You wonder how Miami averages 92 points. Well, in the first half, they only had 2 turnovers.
Yep.
You know, when you only have 2 turnovers, that means most of those possessions you got a shot up.
Point plateau right before this 3.
Yep, and if you're Eastern Michigan, find Lawson. I mean, he's the one who has the
really part of the first half. Allison now with it. 7 to shoot on the shot clock. Backing down Godslove. Sanders reaches in. Allison puts it up and somehow gets that one to go.
Absolutely. I mean, Michigan is a basketball state, and, you know, especially Eastern Michigan, the area is a basketball side of town. So if you can get...
Trying to bring it up here for EMU. Goes baseline. Kicks it out to Lawson. He's looking for a 3 right side. Oh, he hits it! Halfway down! Nearly popped out! And Gregory Lawson now fire edge, and he is the one trying to will this team back. You called it where it's got to be. It's going to take shots like that and defensive efforts on the other side to keep it going.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what heart shown by Greg Lawson. You know, can't say enough about him. I mean, how...
Bound goes over to Suter. Now it's rolling around. Woolfolk underneath. It's blocked by Godslove. Picked up by Godslove in front of the Miami bench, and Eastern Michigan coming back down the floor.
What effort by Godslove right there to get the block and the rebound.
Lawson. Oh, he stumbled, but he's going to rise up for 3. He hit it! Godslove! You talk about getting the crowd involved. Here we go. Lawson with a huge 3. Godslove underneath. It's blocked behind by Addison Patterson.
Get the block.
Just from behind, Suter was looking in front, had no idea.
Right now, you got the man with the ball. You keep on moving and try to find something.
Goes inside. Hab couldn't get it to go, but Godslove right there for the cleanup in Eastern Michigan.
Oh.
It's 22nd of the MAC and steals. Pass inside to Hab goes up, lays it in. Eastern Michigan now within 7. 59-52.
Great sideline out of bounds play right there.
Miami has not scored in 3 minutes. That one swatted away, nearly stolen on the baseline. Saves it, back to Hab off his hands. Eastern turns it over. Miami pushing 2-on-1. Shot rolls around the rim and finally falls through by Peter Suter. Quickly the other way, that's Patterson. He takes it all the way in. There was down to 10 on the shot clock. Over 3 minutes to play. Suter, turnaround floater, gets that one to go.
Good patience by Suter.
Hab. Over to Patterson, who's now 7 points and 6 rebounds. Lawson, catch and shoot 3. There it is! Gregory Lawson continues.
Got to make sure he's involved in every play.
He had 5 points in the first half. Byers trying to answer, and he does! Brent Byers from the right side, back to a 10-point game. Patterson drives in, gets around his man, scoops and scores.
Yeah, that was a good job by Pat. Suter was trailing him, and Patterson attacked at that moment while all eyes were on Lawson.
No-look pass, and then the dunk on the other side. Antoine Woolfolk hammers it home with authority. Miami content running as much clock as they can here. They'll have to take a shot. Byers passes it inside, easy lay-in. That goes to Suter.
Figure it out. Stop the runs from Eastern Michigan. I mean, just an impressive half by Greg Lawson to help bring them back.
Eastern got within 6, but in the end, Miami stands tall. They have a 10-point lead right now, and they will let the air dribble out of the basketball. And the RedHawks do it again. They're the 21st ranked team in the country for a reason, and they come to the George Gervin Game Above Center and now push the road winning streak to 13. They have not lost on the road since March of last year. That was at Ohio, and they are now 28-0.